Dun, 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 bum, dun. Aerial Adventures! Welcome, kids, to another episode of Badass Aerial Twix with Tariq. Today we have a plane with a little bit of a messed up nose, but that's what makes him special. Today our first Twix will be doing a loop-de-loop. Wasn't that just spectacular? Well, now we'll be doing a barrel roll. That was beautiful, perfectly executed. Next we'll have a little bit of flying sideways. This is great. I do love all these things. We might even be able to pump out one more barrel roll. Can the audience clap? Okay. Never mind. There's the barrel roll, even without our audience's applause. Now a word from your captain.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We appear to have lost our one and only engine, and we're gonna have to make a crash landing on a highway or another flat area. I don't mean to alarm you, but yeah. Well, it's been a good flight. Looks like the plane is actually not doing so well. In fact, I don't think you'll be able to make it out of the emergency exits. So buckle into your seats, pray to your gods, and peace the fuck out.
Well, wasn't that spectacular? All those lives lost. No, I know. I know. I'll get it. Welcome back, kids, to another episode. Oh, God. My daughter was on the plane. She always wanted to be a part of an episode. I told her it would be fun. I can't. Oh, God. Her mother's gonna hate me. What am I gonna do? I can't go back home like this. I can't. It's okay. Daddy will be with you soon, baby. Holy shit! Play the ads! Play the ads! Holy shit! Well, then, I hope that was funny to you guys, because it was really funny to me. And I feel like if it's not funny to you, then there's something wrong with me, and that's no good. How you guys' Friday going? Let's talk about why I didn't put out a video yesterday. And it's not because I enjoy being consistently late, although it's actually getting kind of funny at this point. I was supposed to have yesterday off, and then I had to go into work at 6 a.m. from 6 to 12. Now that wouldn't normally be that bad, and I probably would have been able to get a video out had I not, you know, been out at work until 10:30 the previous night, which I don't know if you actually know how that ends up working. If I'm at work till 10:30 and then I get food and then I get home, that takes me about 30 minutes. Okay, so I got home at around 11, and then, you know, I had to eat. I had to, you know, be clean and do all those things that being clean requires: showering, brushing your teeth, all those kinds of things. That took me another, we'll just fill that hour in to about 12. The schedule had me as a day off, but somebody had decided to in Sharpie write over my day off that I was going to be there 6 to 12, which was just rude and ridiculous as fuck. Which then meant I was like, okay, so I'm going to go to bed now, which means that I have to wake up at 5. I couldn't really go to sleep all that well, so I might have gone to bed at like 1, alright? Wake up at 5 and I call in and I'm like, hey, something was weird with the schedule. Am I supposed to come in? And my boss is like, is Chandra gonna be here today? And I'm like, I don't fucking, how am I supposed to know if somebody else is gonna be here? Exactly, how would that, how exactly would I know? But I was like, I have no idea. I don't control her. I don't know what she do. And he was like, just to be safe, you should come in. Like, just in case somebody decides to skip work, you should just be here. Anyway, so I get to work at 5:30ish. He has me clock in half an hour early. And then I'm there until 12. And guess what? There were 5 people on shift. When at max, you really only need 4. That's like, 4 is way more than you need. 4 means that all the registers are full and there's somebody in the back, which that is never going to be useful to anyone. In fact, with the 5 of us there, we only ever actually had 2 registers running at one time because there was never enough people to justify a third person on the register. Just nobody moved for that whole thing. That was it. Nobody. It was ridiculous. It was stupid. I shouldn't have been there. I should have been allowed to go home. But whatever. So I got back home at around 12:30 because I had to walk home. And I mean, I was just exhausted, guys. I couldn't really do anything yesterday. I would have loved, like, I got gameplay. Like that gameplay that you just saw in that little skit that I made. And this. Both of these were recorded yesterday because I was going to post yesterday. And then I started recording, I tried to record, and I couldn't hold a thought in my head. Like, I would start and I was like, Dr. Pepper is really delicious and I love remotes, and how did this mouse get here, and why is my dog a dog, and how did we make dogs, and is Jesus alive? You know, stupid things that doesn't actually make sense. Those weren't the topics, by the way. I just saw my Dr. Pepper here, and then I saw a remote, and then I saw a mouse, and I know I have a dog, and Jesus is a thing. That just all kind of came together real easily. Hey, science proved that Jesus existed. Isn't that weird? Like, they didn't prove that God is real. They didn't prove that Jesus was the Messiah. They just proved that a guy who, you know, walked around during Jesus' time period and did all those things that Jesus said he did, yeah, that happened. Now, there's a bunch of reasons why it could have happened, and they're trying to find out reasons that it could have happened, and it wouldn't have been, like, you know, miracles and stuff. But they just proved that Jesus is, like, they did that, like, a year ago. I just think that's weird. Why were they looking to prove that Jesus existed? Who does that? Who's like, you know what I need proof of? Jesus existing. Not God. No, fuck that. I don't need proof of God. I need proof that Jesus existed. Like, what? Why is that the thing that you need proof of? Anyway. So, yeah, today's video's late. I feel like late is just gonna describe me now. I feel like I'm just a late douchebag. But I am getting way more uploads than I was. I'm doing, I think, about 2 a week or something like that. I don't know. I mean, I'm consistently uploading. Let's pray for that. And actually, I never said that I would do a video every other day. I said that I wanted to, and that I would try my hardest. And that if I didn't, I was gonna at least get 2 uploads a week. So as far as that goes, I'm on time. I'm doing great. As far as the whole, me doing it every other day, that's not happening so far. But I am trying to get there. I was supposed to have yesterday off, so I planned for having yesterday off and having enough time. I don't know. That's stupid. It's stupid that I went in. I should have just not called that morning, because they would have been totally fine without me, and I would have been totally fine not getting those hours, because I don't really care that much. I make plenty of money without the extra hours. I'll be fine, But yeah. Anyway, I do want to talk about something that's a little bit more serious, and that has nothing to do with the intro. I just kind of thought that would be funny, and I just had that gameplay from yesterday, and I thought it was... The main thing that I wanted to show off was the fucked up nose of the plane. How it was just flying around with that. I think what happened was I wasn't paying attention when I took off from the airport, and I ended up nose down into one of those stair things. I don't know what they are. They look like stairs, but they're not stairs. Maybe you guys think they look like bleachers. Just those things that are all around in the airport, and I have no idea what they're supposed to do. Maybe they're barriers. They could be barriers, but I kind of wanted to show off that busted nose, and I feel like that's how that happened. I hit one of those or something. But as I was watching it, I just kind of imagined a children's show, and I was like, let's do it. Let's just run with it. And then well, the captain came on and started speaking, and then I forgot how awesome it was how I got out of that plane, because I was listening to music while I played this. I didn't have any sound, and it took me forever. You see in that gameplay, I look back at it, because I had no idea that I had just narrowly jumped out of an exploding plane. But that's what happened. So so what I want to talk about is kind of serious, and I want to explain something. I see a lot of the time, I see a lot of these videos of people who are very, very, I think the word to describe would be emotional. Very emotional, trying to explain the Black Lives Matter movement, and trying to explain how one could see the All Lives Matter movement and the Blue Lives Matter movements as disrespectful. Because when you think about it, it shouldn't be disrespectful. That sounds perfect. All lives do matter. Blue lives do matter. So I figured somebody level-headed had better come along and try to explain it, because nobody's gonna understand it if it's just a bunch of people yelling in their face, So, here's the basic reasons, and just try and listen. It'll make sense, and it's nobody's fault. It's not your fault, my main man. You're good. But look, here's what it is. Black Lives Matter is a shitty hashtag. It doesn't explain itself. Okay? It doesn't lend itself to be explained. You can't infer the correct meaning from it just by reading it. If you don't know what you're trying to see, then you're gonna see what it says, which is Black Lives Matter, which is, it singles out black people. How the fuck did you miss? I was trying to jump onto that pipe, but I missed. And then I was hoping I would land on that stair set, but I missed. So Black Lives Matter, what you hear is, oh, only Black Lives Matter, which, is not the idea. The idea that you're supposed to get, which I don't know how you would, but the idea is supposed to be that Black Lives Matter too, as in as well. And the idea behind that is that when, I think this was started right after Trayvon Martin's death, but after years on top of years of black people having to go through a lot of police brutality, which you can jump back into the 80s and see the Rodney King trials and things like that. But black people going through police brutality and then having to sit there and watch the police just walk away scot-free for committing crimes and then just getting away with it. That was the problem, is that police officers have been committing crimes, getting away with it. So the idea was that Black Lives Matter too. We're important too. You can't do things like this to us. We are people as well. Alright? We are important. It's saying, hey, us as black people, we are also important. We are also this, that, and the other. And so that's the idea behind Black Lives Matter. And so it's considered disrespectful to say that all lives matter, which is not disrespectful, by the way. That's a very closed-minded way of looking. It's not disrespectful, it's just considered disrespectful, and it shouldn't be. When people say all lives matter, it kind of takes away from, the idea that black lives don't matter in America today. And that is a pretty valid point to make, is that it's hard to say that black lives matter in America today when you can just go out walking down the street, follow a young black kid home, and when the black kid, turns around and he's freaking out and he hits you because you're following him home, you can shoot him, murder him, get away with it, sell the gun that you used to murder him, labeled as the gun used to murder Trayvon Martin, make money off of that, and then if somebody tries to kill you, they will go to jail. It's real hard to say that Black Lives Matter after, things like that are happening. And that wasn't a police officer, by the way. That was just a random white guy. That was George Zimmerman. He just did what he wanted to do. Called 911. 911 told him, hey, leave little Trayvon alone. And he was like, nah, fuck that. I ain't doing that. I don't like that. Listen, this kid, he's sketch. You don't understand, officer. And then they were like, listen, we understand. We're gonna go get him. You don't need to worry about it, concerned citizen. We got this. And he was like, nah, I got this. And then he killed him. Which, why? Like, I still don't get that. Like, what motivated you to murder him? In that, even if he did hit you. Come on, man. But the idea against all lives matter is that all lives will matter when Black Lives Matter. Alright? That was a really, really big Instagram post a while ago. And I thought that it was really, really cool. And I thought that that was kind of important to recognize. Is that, yeah, all lives should matter. And they will one day when people care about black people and Hispanics and Latinos. Because it's kind of obvious that you don't. And no matter how much you say you do, it's, actions speak louder than words. You know what I'm saying? And so it's really, really hard to say that Hispanics, Latinos, and blacks matter in America. Just because it really doesn't seem like we do. Next is the Blue Lives Matter. Blue Lives Matter was set up to be an insult. Alright? Because obviously Blue Lives Matter. Alright? If they didn't, then people who are convicted as murdering police would not always go to jail. Every time. If you are caught, you are going to jail. That's it. If there is video of you, there is a nationwide manhunt. Obviously, Blue Lives Matter. Nobody can ever say that Blue Lives don't matter. Because as much as people like to say, oh, well, cops die all the time in the line of duty, that's part of your job. And then you get this awesome, cool, freaking funeral. Your family gets a flag. You get a medal just for dying in the line of duty. You are the most respected people in society outside of the military. And celebrities. But that's just kind of weird on America. So you cannot say that your life does not matter. Alright? There's no way for you to find that. But there's that. I just wanted to add a little bit of an explanation, and I wanted to give kind of a non-emotional response to that. I guess the last one was kind of emotional, but I wasn't angry or upset. I was kind of laughing at how stupid that sounds to me. I have never met a police officer who thought that his life was not important. And I've met a lot of police officers. I work in a gas station, alright? We give police free drinks. And here's a funny thing. as much as I know good police officers, like I know plenty of police officers who I respect and who I think are good people. I really do. I gotta tell you, 100%, I always keep my hands above the table when I have a police officer in front of me. Just in case I have to deal with one guy who's kind of racist. Because I kind of live way out in the country. So if there's one racist cop, I want him to be able to see my hands at all times. But it doesn't matter. No cop would be stupid enough to shoot me in that place. There's literally cameras everywhere. Also, if you're going to rob a place, try not to rob a gas station. You'll get caught on camera, like, immediately. I have, I think, 6 cameras watching just the register. There's no way for you to think that you're getting out of that one. Alright, but it's just not happening. I hope that explanation kind of clears it up for anybody that actually watches this video. If it didn't, I'm sorry. Leave a comment. Tell me what I should explain a little bit better. And I will do my best to explain it a little bit better in either the next video or however far along down the line it is. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I am level 1. You guys have a great day.